What's up? We're back. We're back for another movie review, okay? I've done multiple today, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about Logan, alright? I watched this a couple days ago. I'd seen it before. I think it had more of an impact on me the first time I saw it, but I still loved it. I still loved the movie. We'll get into the plot, okay? Uh, the story is basically about a future where mutants are no longer around because of something. I think Wolverine had something to do with the reason there are no longer mutants. I don't really remember much about the whole X-Men universe backstory and all that. I'm really far behind. The last X-Men movies I committed to watching were the Wolverine standalone movies and the first three X-Men movies, so I'm kind of lost on that portion of the plot. It might have brushed over why what's happening is happening, but I don't remember, so we're just gonna move on. What happens in the movie is Logan is now taking longer to recover from his wounds. He's aging. Finally, he's definitely not as strong as he used to be. He's working as a sort of limo driver during the day, and under the surface, he's taking care of dying Professor X, which is really interesting. Professor X is super old in this movie, and uh, he's got some sort of a degenerative disease, maybe dementia. I don't really know what it is, but he's losing his memory, and he's also having these episodes where his powers kind of go out of control, sort of like in X-Men 3, X-Men United, I think it was. Kind of reminded me of that. But anyway, like I said, there are no longer mutants around, and if there are, they get captured and put in, what's basically a concentration camp, for lack of a better word. Um, Anyway, some woman reaches out to Wolverine and says that she needs his help. This woman is, I think, a nurse, taking care of this young girl who has mutant abilities. So what ends up happening is Wolverine has to take care of the girl and get her to a safe place where she can, I guess, live free, away from the chaos of what's going on and everything. He basically has to get her to a sanctuary, if you will, a safe haven. So the story ends up being about him trying to get her to the safe place and all the chaos that happens along the way. So I liked that a lot. I liked the story because it was bleak. It was the movie was a drama at heart, I think, with the added, superhuman elements and the action scenes. The gore and everything was very effective. I don't know if I mentioned this before. I don't think I did, but this is the Wolverine movie that I've always wanted because it shows everything. It's gritty and violent, the way that Wolverine is supposed to be. In all the other movies, you would see him, cut people up, sure, with his claws, but not like this movie. In this movie, their heads getting chopped off, all this crazy shit. Very well done. I loved the special effects. But like I said, it's a drama at heart. There are a lot of sad things going on. There's a lot of depressing themes. The whole tone is very bleak, but there are a few touching moments that don't last. They don't last. If you're watching this and you're like, oh, it's getting kind of sweet, it won't last long. I'll tell you that much. And I liked that. I liked the pacing of the movie for sure. Other than that, I don't really have any issues with the story. Like I said, there are a lot of sad moments, but it was crucial to the story, and I really liked that. Now, the this copy I have comes with a black and white version uh, right here. And I thought that was pretty cool. I haven't watched that yet. Maybe I should have watched the black and white version the other day. It might have had a longer lasting effect on me. It might have, it definitely would have been interesting because I had already seen it in color. I think I did in color again because I like seeing the vibrant colors and the blood and everything like that. But I think the black and white version might be more effective. I'm definitely excited to check that out. There is an unrated version of this movie, I believe, but the R-rated version is just enough. I mean, I do want to watch the unrated version, obviously. I'd like to get that at some point. But this has so much blood and gore that it was very rewarding, and I don't feel super inclined to run out and spend extra money on an unrated version. I'm perfectly happy with this for now. So, and I also want to talk about the young girl's performance in this. I don't know her name. She's there on the back. She was very good in this. I mean, she doesn't have to do a lot of acting in the way that like she doesn't talk a lot, but ever all the stuff she does on screen is very well done. You know, it's effective. Obviously, I liked it. Um, she's like a likable character, I guess. I like um, the relationship between her and Wolverine. I thought that was fun, and it was sort of sweet and touching, whatever, you know. But yeah, all in all, this was definitely the Wolverine movie I've always wanted, and I think a lot of people feel that way. Cause, like I said, in the past it'll show him, you know, roughing people up, even going more further than that, but nothing like this movie. And also, you get to see Wolverine talk and Professor X talk in a way that you have never seen before. You know, this movie is very vulgar, obviously, but for the right reasons, and it made it more. It made it more. What is the real? It made it more real and. Like I said before, touching obviously, but there's a more human element to this movie, which I liked a lot, and it's definitely not a superhero movie. It really isn't. This isn't technically connected to the X-Men movies, but this is my favorite X-Men movie because, you know, Wolverine was always my favorite part of the previous movies. So this is what I've always wanted. Like I've said a million times, definitely go check out Logan if you haven't already. It came out in I want to say 2000. Oh wow, 2017. I was gonna guess 2018, but anyway, this movie's a blast. And not because it's just exciting and all action and a superhero movie. It's a lot more than that. So go check out Logan. I hope you liked the review. I hope you got through any parts where I was rambling. If you liked the video, do whatever you would like. But go watch the movie. That's all.